Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have another synthetic wig review for you guys. So I am going to be reviewing the last wig from the Sensational's Wet Lace collection, and I have the style JANELLE this time. So I have reviewed Morgan, I have reviewed Solana, and now I am reviewing JANELLE. I bought this wig myself. I believe I got it from Glamourtress, if I'm not mistaken. I thought I ordered a 99J, but I actually picked up a number 4. Yeah, so if you don't know, that's what the box, that's the box that it comes in. This is what JANELLE looks like on the model. It looks very, very pretty. But as you guys may know, like every wig from this line is very long. So if you're looking for an everyday wig, these are not gonna be for you because it's longer wigs. So just a quick overview, because I have two other wig reviews from the same line where I'm like way more detailed, but just an overview. With this collection, the Wet Lace collection, they are creating like illusion hairlines that look very, very natural. It has Swiss lace and it's 100% premium fiber, which just means it's like a higher quality synthetic wig. And it has a natural density. So it starts off like more thin, like a natural hairline would look, and then it fades out into a thicker density. So it states that it's pre-plucked, it has a natural density, it's undetectable. It has 13x6 ear-to-ear lace with a deep 6-inch part. So what I have learned from this collection and, you know, wearing the other two wigs is, even with that nice hairline and everything, I have seen some people have issues with making their hairlines look natural. And some of that has to do with the cap that you use, because in my Morgan video, I was using a light cap and then I used a brown cap like one I have on, and you could see it through the lace. But then again, I tried this brown cap on again when I wore Morgan like last week or the week before, and you couldn't see it. So it's just all in how you apply it. This is the hairline there. I'm gonna keep this brown cap on and see how it works with this. 2 combs on the right and left side, you get all that parting space there. Most of the parting space is gonna be in the middle, so keep that in mind. A comb in the back as well as adjustable straps. These wigs are super long and they're still synthetic, as I said in the Solana video. Like, all these wigs from this collection are super long and they are synthetic still, even if they're 100% premium fiber, so they're all gonna tangle. I feel like if you want a wig that's not gonna tangle, you should invest in a human hair wig. All right, so this is what JANELLE is looking like, just fresh out the box on my head. Alright, so this is what it looks like. I don't have on a wig cap anymore. I took it off because you can see through it, and this is what it looks like. I have on my black bonnet. Yeah, so you get the most parting space in the middle, so that's why I have it parted in the middle. I am going to see what it looks like as a side part. I've worn Morgan and Solana as a middle part, so I'm probably going to try to style this as a side part. And I'm gonna pull it forward because it's got my forehead looking huge. It's on for the rest of the day, so I'm gonna use my Got2b glue to adhere it down. And some people have asked, like, can you wear the wigs from this collection without tacking the lace down? And I feel like you can, but for me, it hasn't worked. I've seen other people, or have I? Most of the people I've seen review this wig, they do use some form of adhesive or spray to keep the lace from curling up, because this is a big cap. You can try it. Another option, like an alternative to using the Got2b glue free spray, is to sew some elastic in the cap. And I did do that with Solana and Morgan, and it is a nicer fit, but I still use the Got2b glue. I am going to get some clips, pin this back, and then I am going to cut the lace and then adhere it down with the Got To Be Blue spray. I'm gonna tie it up and then I'll come back with it all finished. Alright guys, I'm back and I have applied JANELLE and I have taken pictures and all of that. And I'm gonna just get right into the pros and cons of this wig. So, pros of this wig. The style is very cute and everyday as far as like, it's just a straight style. But I am a sucker for straight wigs. That's like one of my favorite styles. I love straight dark hair. I think the hairline looks very natural and it didn't take that much effort. This is I'm wearing this wig as a side part, so it does take a little bit more effort to like style it as a side part, just because you have the most parting space in the middle. But I just feel like with Solana and Morgan, because it was a middle part, it was a little bit easier to style, but it's not that big of a deal. You might want to enlist the help of a hot tool just to get any hump action or anything from occurring, because I do have a little bit of, I mean, it does look really flat, but I have to keep brushing it in certain spots if I lean over or something like that. The biggest con for this wig is the density. This wig is very thin, so I don't feel any tracks, so that's really good. But it's very thin. But I guess it's a pro and a con, because it's a con because it's just thin, and thin hair is just not what I'm looking for with my wigs. But it's a pro at the same time because it has a very natural density. Like this looks very natural. So the length on me is about 22, 24 inches. This is the end of where my chest, my boobs are, and this is where it ends, down here. So this is very, very long. So it's not an everyday length, in my opinion. This is what the density looks like. I know I have on a black top, but that's where it falls. Yeah, but the density it's a little bit too thin for me, but I actually really like this style and how it looks. Like, honestly, out of all three of them, on a day-to-day basis, I am gonna reach for JANELLE or Morgan more, just because of how sleek it is. But if I want like a more glamorous look, I'm gonna reach for Solana because of those curls. So out of all of them, I'm probably gonna be wearing JANELLE the most, because first of all, it has this dark natural color, and I just feel like I just automatically look nice with dark hair and straight hair. So I just lean towards this one. But that big con about the density is gonna bother some people. So I get that. You don't wanna spend like $60 on a wig that's thin, but it's gorgeous. It's really, really gorgeous. This number 4 is very pretty as well. It's dark, but you can tell like it's a chocolate brown. As far as shedding goes, I barely have any, maybe 1 or 2 strands, every time I run my fingers through it. Tangling, I don't have any tangling yet, but this wig is like 22, 24 inches long and it's synthetic. It's gonna tangle eventually, but right now it's not. Luster is very natural. Like even in front of these bright lights, you can tell like it has a very natural density. It has a very natural luster to it and it doesn't look artificial. I initially started off with my brown wig cap, but I took it off and I only have my bonnet on, my black bonnet, and I feel like it looks just fine. So do whatever works for you, but from my experience, when you wear light wig caps, it shows through the cap. You just gotta play around and figure out what works for you. The no wig cap or black wig cap has worked for me, but one time when I was wearing Morgan and Solana, the brown wig cap works. So you just kind of have to play around with all of these wigs because it does have a lighter density, like a natural density with the hairline. The parting space tends to be kind of wide, and I've noticed that. And like Adrian was looking at me when I was wearing Solana, and I leaned over and he was like, what's going on with like the scalp of the wig? Because these wigs don't have bleach knots, so you have to use powder to mask the knots that come on the wigs from this collection. And I was like, I didn't see a problem with it, but I kept looking at it after he said it, and I had to slim up the part because it was a little bit too wide. So I slimmed up the part on all of them, including this one. So what I do to slim up the part just a little bit is take some matte black eyeshadow from like whatever matte black eyeshadow that you have and just go around the parting space just to slim it up. And yeah, that's basically all I do. So overall, I think Janelle is very pretty, very natural, but she is very thin. So I can see this not being a wig for everybody, but I just think it looks very beautiful. And I'm probably, like I said, I'm gonna be reaching for Janelle more than the other wigs just because I love straight hair and this just looks very natural. So if you are interested in purchasing Janelle, I'll leave some links down below to where you guys can purchase it. I want to thank you guys for tuning in today. The next video I post is going to be after Christmas, so it's going to be on December 26th. So you know, turn on your notifications and make sure you're subscribed so you'll be updated as soon as I post a new review. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.